Welcome to the Sprinkles of Spirit podcast. I'm Lisa, and I am your host. With a lifelong passion for self-discovery, personal growth, and spirituality, I have realized the ability to transform our lives is a timeless gift that lies within each of us, waiting to be awakened. Join me in this space every Thursday as I share with you all of the powerful practices and tools that have helped me elevate my mind, body, and spirit, as I know they will do the same for you. Together, we'll unleash your potential through self-love, self-acceptance, and faith, empowering you to live an inspired life that radiates with authenticity, purpose, and unwavering joy. I am so grateful you are here. Remember, you are exactly where you are supposed to be, and you are loved beyond measure. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday, or good evening, wherever you are. It's morning for me. Have a little time here. So it is going to be a little bit of a different episode. I am going to do a pick a card reading for you because 3 cards popped out and I'm going to go with it. So let's breathe together. So as we breathe together to get into the present moment, I'm going to have you visualize the number 1, 2, or 3. And then that will be your message that you are meant to receive today, this week. So wherever you are, put down all of the things. Take a moment to get quiet. Go ahead and close your eyes. Begin to soften your jaw. Relax your face. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And an easy exhale out of your mouth. As you soften even more, relax the eyebrows, soften your shoulders, getting completely quiet and fully present. Breathing in through your nose, breathing out through your nose, as we visualize in your mind the number 1, the number 2, or the number 3. So hold that number in your mind. And take another deep breath in. And big breath out. And then slowly open your eyes. Okay. Got your number. Okay, so we'll get to our pick a card reading. First, I just wanted to talk about, for my empaths out there. So how to know, people ask me, what does it mean to be an empath? Was I born an empath? And I want to explain. So when we're born, so some infants enter the world. Obviously, everybody is different. Everybody is different. Our soul's journey is different, very unique. And of course, some babies are born as empaths. They're born with a heightened sensitivity, and their sense of intuition is part of their inborn temperament. And I always highly recommend Dr. Judith Orloff's book, Thriving as an Empath. And she explains that from the start, they have heightened responses to light, to sound, to smells, to touch, to crowds, to movement. And I definitely was one of them. I was an extremely sensitive child, and it's just from birth, just the sensitive one out of the bunch of us. And on the other hand, you have people, if they were not born as an empath, other factors in their life, can contribute to one becoming an empath, having a heightened sensitivity. And this can be early trauma. It can be emotional or physical neglect. It can be abuse. It can be a person who was raised by narcissistic or maybe substance addicted parents. And, having an upbringing like that can potentially wear down a child's healthy defenses. She writes in her book, can wear down a child's healthy defenses so they feel more exposed and unprotected in the world. So yeah, that's the difference in, recognizing, was I born an empath, or did I have an experience or several experiences, a big trauma, small trauma, that have contributed to my heightened sensitivity? And it's all okay. But the most important thing I want to say is that either way, healing is possible for all sensitive people. And you can walk through the world feeling strong and, learning self-compassion, learning how to set boundaries and, utilize and discover which self-soothing techniques, really work for you. So I always highly recommend, it starts with our body, really getting in tune with your body and recognizing the body's, the body keeps score. What is your body telling you? Recognizing when this anxiety or this stress or this fear or this sadness, is it yours or is it maybe somebody else's? I always recommend getting in touch with nature. And of course, living our well-balanced life in your mind, your body, and spirit. But nature really heals. Like, go outside. Every empath should really breathe the natural air, receive the natural sunlight, pay attention to your sleep cycles. There's so many ways, that we can take care of ourselves. And I want you to know it is possible to be strong, and walk through the world, really looking at your sensitivity as a blessing, more than anything else. So yeah, just wanted to explain the difference between, knowing, was I born this way, or, did my life experience contribute to my heightened sensitivity? But either way, I look at it as a blessing. We have that X-ray vision, kind of recognizing what another person is feeling and giving us more empathy. And we are the ones with more compassion for others in the world. And this world needs compassion, right? More than anything. So yeah. Okay. And if you don't have that book, highly recommend it. Thriving as an Empath. So let's get to the 1, 2, or 3. Okay. 1, 2, or 3. Here they are. So my number 1 is from the Sprinkles of Spirit card deck. And your angel message is, your intuition always guides you. And your affirmation is, I tune into my heart and follow the path that feels right. So trust your gut, trust that feeling, when you know because you know that you know. And for some of you, maybe it's making a decision about something this week. I highly recommend, the number 1 thing you can do for your intuition is to get still, spend time in meditation, get quiet, turn off everything, go for a walk by yourself, stare at the ocean, do an insight timer meditation. That's when you really get in tune with that inner voice, with your sixth sense. That's your intuition. That's your higher self telling you, follow the path that feels right, and you'll know it. So yeah. Okay, number 2, My number twos, my number 2 and number 3 cards came from her Power of Surrender card. So my number twos, I have not picked this card yet. Surrender your addictions. And it says, whether you're addicted to substances, people, food, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. So I don't know why this came into my mind when I was in teacher training, and that was 10 years ago, actually, this time of year. I realized I was dismantling my addiction. I was healing, recovering, whatever. My addiction to exercise, like it was the first time in my life I wasn't at the gym 7 days a week for 2 hours at a time. I recognized it was an addiction that I had, and an unhealthy one, So I feel like this is a sign to take a look at your life and maybe even recognize something that you don't even realize you're addicted to. And, another word for addiction can be attachment, right? If addiction kind of seems like, I'm not addicted to anything. Okay, replace it with the word attachment. What are you really attached to? And then, of course, some of you, you may have a very serious addiction going on. So this is your angel saying, hey, it's time to begin to heal this. It's not working for you. There's healthier ways of taking care of yourself, healthier ways of moving through the world, healthier practices that you're ready to bring into your life. So yeah, it's a really good card. And pay attention. What are you attached to? What are you overly attached to that's not really working for you? Switch it up, right? Okay. And my number 3s, you are guided to surrender to passion. So it says, get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. So I think this is kind of cool, right? After you kind of heal your addiction or your attachment, that gives you the space to then tune into your intuition, connect to your heart, which is where our passions are. How cool are these three cards? They kind of go together, right? You'll have that time and space to really connect to what lights you up, what ignites that fire within you. What can you talk about or do for hours on end? And it's like no time has passed, What do you get passionate about when you talk about it or when you do it, or, something that you just never ever get sick of over and over and over? There's a subject, there's a practice, there's a curiosity, right? So take that time to be still and get out of your head. Get out of your head, which means, I recommend move your body. Get out of your head and into your body. Feel your belly. Focus on the people, the activities that really light your passion, and then, let it flow. It's summer, sun is shining. It's a really passionate time of year, and it's time to really tap into what lights you up. Maybe do some inner child work too, because that can kind of bring you back to what excited you as a child. What did you absolutely love to do? Like inner child work is really powerful too. That just came to me. It can kind of really connect you to something that you may have even just haven't thought of for years. You're like, oh yeah, I used to love to do that. Go do it. Go do it. So super cool. Let me know if you guys liked this kind of pick a card reading. It was kind of fun. And get your journal out and write that your number 1, number 2, number 3. Listen to it again. Write it in your journal and spend some time this week with it and see what comes up for you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So grateful for you. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Lisayogaangel, for all the things. Check the show notes. And until next time, have a beautiful week. Namaste.